I'd love to see some nice retail. Whatever really works for the property owner and for the city. I understand that there's some compromise that's got to be there. I'd love to see some live work. I'd love to see some office, some retail. It'd be really great. But I'm not here to say you have to have this or you don't have to have this. What I'm saying is, you take a look at this plaza over here. We need to redevelop this. It needs to be redeveloped. It's run down, it's an eyesore, and it's hurting the entire area around it.
When would you like to see something happen?
Right now.
Yeah.
I'd like to see something happen right now. It's been long enough. This particular plaza has had an effect on all the businesses around here. You know, we have a friend who runs a bowling alley. We have some friends at the Shamrock, at the dry cleaners, people over at Ringling Pizza. They're all friends of ours, and we all want to see a more vibrant shopping center over here. It'll help everybody out. Yeah. Codes that are going to handcuff business owners are not going to help anybody.
There just seems to be this malaise about making anything move forward, and that's, I think, the frustration. You know, and I mean, I talk to these business owners on a day-to-day basis, and they just kind of shake their heads, and you know, they don't understand it, and we don't understand. You know, we don't. Well, you know, there's politics behind it, but you know, there's also seemingly just this you know, laissez-faire attitude about the property. I'd love to see something breaking ground there in the next month. You know, is that going to happen? I'm not sure, but you know, I think there needs to be a sense of urgency to put something on this piece of property.
When I was knocking on the doors in that neighborhood, that was the one main issue they all brought up. And I could say 95% of the people I spoke to said they were in favor of having a Walmart there. They were so disgusted with the slum and blight of an empty shopping center and the element that was living in there, they were scared to cross across that parking lot to try to get to Payne Park. And they were very, very upset with the opposition which came from out of the neighborhood to that Walmart being built. So if you looked at the people that were actually directly affected by having a Walmart there, they viewed it as a positive effect for the neighborhood, and they wanted it to happen. I don't think you need a comp plan amendment. As I recall, the planning board was for it, and the commission overturned it. So go back and say, we want to revisit this. We're going to bring it up as another project. Let's go and take a vote in front of the commission again. If you're in code and you can go ahead and build something, you're in compliance, why not do it? You can't arbitrarily say, we don't want another restaurant, we don't want another bar, we don't want another Walmart. I think now the City Commission, hopefully it's changing a little bit and we can get 3 votes for good projects. But boy, that was a missed opportunity with that Walmart.
I'm not a big Walmart person, but anything would be better than what we have. It is disgusting across the street. You see where the homeless have kicked doors in, have knocked in the beautiful old-fashioned, what is that, you know, artwork. Yeah. It's just really gross across the street. You walk across the street and you don't feel comfortable anymore. I don't like being in this area like I used to be.
Awful, awful. I've had to call the police, which I hate to do it, but the police several times because we've had the homeless living in here.
I saw that Walmart plan. It was beautiful. It really was nice, you know. We would probably, when we figured out how far everything was, we'd probably have a view almost of the front door. And that's okay. You know, as long as this fence is gone and we have access to it, you know. We had one neighbor that voted against it because she didn't like Walmart. But she's changed her mind now because she's tired of it too.
I don't want to wait another 2 years for rezoning.
I really wanted to have one of those, I guess they call neighborhood Walmarts, which is basically a, you know, a grocery store. It's really a shame that it's basically a dead, you know, since it's like a beautiful piece of property, it's really a shame that it's totally, completely dead.
What would you like to see across the street at the Ringling Shopping Center?
Walmart. A lot of things could go in over there, but they let a few neighbors say, no, we don't want it because it's going to be noisy. When Publix was there, it wasn't noisy. Till Walmart comes in, I don't think it'd be any noisier. And them people who were on the other side of the railroad tracks couldn't hear them anyway.
And it seems like the whole building is just rotting down and falling down, and A lot of homeless have not moved into it because they can't really get into it, but they're all around it. It's a great piece of property. I've got customers from Longboat who come in weekly asking, when are they going to do something with that shopping center? Is Walmart coming, or what's going to happen? So there's an interest. People want it, and it'll help keep business down this way.
Were you in favor of the Walmart a couple of years ago, or what were your feelings about it?
Yes, I was in favor of it.
Okay, tell me why. Tell me about that a little bit.
Just to keep this end of Ringling Boulevard alive. I think we're very busy here, but I just think the more businesses, the better. And also, I'm a property owner, so the property values are, it's going to help the property values too.